Hello! I thought I'd have a look at another Hornby model, and as you can see this is another terrier. I was really impressed with the last terrier I saw, but I wanted something slightly different in a different livery, and this one really caught my eye. And this is the slightly newer. It's still not the latest tooling. This is still the older dapple tooling that Hornby are using, but it's still pretty good and very well detailed, and I was quite impressed with the previous one. So I think it gives you quite a bit of information on the product. And this is, let me make sure I've got no reflections for you. This is like the Hornby 32528, and this is the class A1X Terrier 060T4, and this is in the Weston, Clevedon and Portishead Railway Green. Quite a mouthful that. And I just thought, for the money, these are really good value, obviously, because the latest models out, so the older ones people do sell off, a lot cheaper. This is in the latest packaging, so this was one of the last ones that they made of this this model, really. And this has had DCC fitted, so I'm going to be running it on the DCC controller, and we get the instructions there. Let's have a look what we see, if there's anything different, and it tells you how to replace the motor. So they expect the motor to be burning out in the future. It's not always a good sign. Hopefully it won't. I'm not going to be using it that much anyway. So, and this is just the rest of that. So, right, I'm going to pop that away, and let's get this model out and have a look. And it was described as in exceptional condition, really. So, let me put all this to one side, and then can have a look. And it is a very nice green. It's quite an olive green. We don't have the sprung buffer still on this model. It's had the small couplings fitted, so I'm not sure if that's how this model would have come, or it was fitted, by the previous owner. But this has been DCC fitted, I was saying, so I want to just see how well this one runs on your DCC controller. So I'm going to have a good look at the detail on this one first, see if there's any things wrong with it first. I hope there isn't, and it doesn't look like anything wrong or missing. So let's go and have a really good look on the white background. Now we have this Hornby Terrier up close, and I do really like this. I mean, the previous one I looked at was really good in the BR black, but I think this one actually looks better in this livery. So let's zoom in and see if we can spot any flaws, anything that's not quite right on this model. And to be honest, I think it looks excellent. I'm not sure how well this compares to the latest model, and I will be purchasing one of those in the future to replace these, but at the moment I can't really afford to purchase the latest model, so I'm going to be happy running this one. Would be nice if the smoke box door was sort of the dart on there was a separate fitted part apart from the moulded part, but can't have everything on a lower end model. think the buffer beam looks good with the number 4 on there. The only thing I don't like about this model of this age is the glazing on the inside. It is one piece, which is a little bit distracting. I mean, there's not really much cab details, a couple of levers, nothing's really picked out. And as you can see there from the opposite side, we don't really have a great deal to see inside, but it's still a nice interior. And one thing I did notice on the previous model as well is the coal load isn't particularly realistic. I think it could have been done a lot better than that, but even so it's still nice to actually see. And the level of detail on the top is quite good. With the water filler there and your whistle. I don't think there's much more we can show on this, so let's have a look and see how well this runs. Let's see if this runs. Seems to. Ooh, I think it could do with a little bit of lubrication on there. It does sound a little bit graty. So I think I will apply some lubrication on this model before I start using it fully. Yeah, I mean it's all running well. Let's have a look at see how it manages over the points. Okay, let's see how well this runs over the points. No problems there, going in reverse. So let's try forwards at similar sort of speed. It's about 30%, maybe a little bit less. And that's absolutely fantastic. Let's try a little bit faster. I'll have to slow it down before we get to the end. It's, we're not quite as fast as that. Doesn't seem to have any problems at all at that speed. Let's go at a nice slow speed over them. And quite a short wheelbase really, so managing all the dead spots on the point's fine. Yeah, seems good. Right, I'm going to see how well this crawls. And I'm just going to see how well this crawls. I am actually on speed setting 128 speed steps, so let's just start this on first one. And not quite as slow as I got it running on the previous one on DCC. On DC I should say. This one is on DCC. Maybe the CV settings could be changed a little bit. But that's good. That's nice shunting speed. and looks really good as well, this sort of speed. Does sort of do a dead stop as soon as I drop it down, so I think I will investigate the CV settings when I come to use it properly. But yeah, seems all good. I'm just going to see how much this terrier weighs. Should really weigh the same as the previous one that I reviewed. So basically 107, which is quite light, but it does what it needs to do. So, an overview of this terrier. I think he looks good, he runs well, and it really does look good in this livery. So I would definitely recommend purchasing these older models. This one I think could do with a little bit of lubrication, because the gears did seem a little bit noisy, so I am going to do that. But let's get all this away, and then I can get it out again on a layout once I have, you know. There we go. I think that's the. Have I got that? No, I've got this in the wrong way round on the plastic. That's why it wouldn't sit in there properly. Yeah, as long as you can find one at a good price and in very good condition like this, then definitely worth picking up. I hope you've enjoyed watching this video, and I would ask you to please subscribe if you've not already subscribed. And thank you for watching, and I hope you have a nice evening or a good rest of the day, and take care.